What's up, and welcome back to Rumor Has It Official. Let's get straight into talking all about 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After. This is season 6, episode 14, and the title of this episode is She's a Snake in the Grass. In this video, we will be talking all about Kalani and Asuelu, but before we get started, my besties, do your girl a big favor and give this video a big thumbs up, share, subscribe, plus hit that bell so you will be notified on all future uploads coming out in the future from this channel. And I do have my phone here so that I can read from my notes. That way I can stay on topic and discuss all the points that I want to get out in regards to these two. This was definitely an episode, okay? So let's go ahead and get straight into it. So Kalani says that she agreed to allow Asuelu's sister and mom to come because she's trying to support her husband. Now, once her husband arrives with his mom and his sister, the disrespect from the very beginning, it was definitely noticed, not only by the person it was done to, but it was noticed by Asuelu as well, because he later mentions how he noticed his sister's actions. They walk into the house. Everyone greets Kalani because she does open the door, and everyone greets Kalani except for Tammy. Tammy walks into Kalani's parents' home, doesn't say hello, doesn't look her in her face, say hello, how are you? She just moves to the side and basically acts as though Kalani is invisible. Very disrespectful. That wouldn't even be tolerated in my home. Like, why are we allowing people to do whatever it is that they want to do in this situation? And it should have been checked. Very disrespectful. But, okay, we let that one slide. Okay, very disrespectful though. Tammy says out of her mouth, so how much, once they sit down, how much did this house cost? How much did your house cost? Asuelu tells her, I don't know because this is not my house. And she goes on to say it must be expensive because it's big and has a big backyard. What is that any of your business? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, why isn't anybody checking her? That is very rude and disrespectful. I would never go into somebody's house. I don't think the mama and her is rolling with a full deck. From day one, I didn't feel that, and I still don't. Who goes into someone else's home and says to them, how much does this house cost? It's big and it's expensive because it has a big, I would never do that. I would compliment someone's home and say, you have a beautiful home, but I would never feel so comfortable to say, how much did it cost? And how dumb is she? Does she really think that is Asuelu's home? She really thinks that's Asuelu's house. Oh my gosh. So Tammy is very rude and disrespectful and likes to instigate things, obviously, because she tells her mom that this house is big, but she's talking in their language, this house is big, and her mother tells her that she wants her to be on good behavior. She wants her to be a good girl. Okay. Kalani's family later joins everyone and greets Tammy and Asuelu's mother, but Kalani only hugs Asuelu's mother. And I think that Kalani had every right not to speak to Tammy, especially with all the events and different things that have taken place that has transpired. Once they get to the dinner table, again, wrong time, wrong place. Asuelu's mother says to Kalani and Asuelu that she's getting older, and now that she's going back to Samoa, she needs them to give her money. She says she needs them to give her money and that God will bless them. So Kalani was like, well, if they don't give you money, God won't bless them. And so then that's when Tammy wants to step in and says, don't talk to my mother like that, Kalani. So Tammy is convinced that Asuelu has money because the house they live in, but that house again belongs to Kalani's parents. Asuelu is being taken care of. They sponsor Asuelu, so they're taking care of him. They're another one of their kids. They taking care of Kalani, they taking care of Asuelu, and they taking care of them 2 kids. There's a time and a place for everything, and you have, I I just feel like you've got to be kidding me to come over to someone's parents' home and demand money from them over a holiday dinner. Why didn't she say these things to him when he picked them up? It was just him. He was by himself. She could have said, son, will you be able to help mom out a little bit when I go back home? But you wait till you get to somebody's house at holiday dinner and say, I'm getting older, so you guys gonna have to start taking care of me and sending me money. So one of the things that they mentioned was they feel like the problem they have is they don't mind sending her little amounts or giving her what they can, but they don't like the fact that she takes that money and gives it to the church or to whoever she's giving her the money to when she goes home. So Tammy, she then steps in and she's like, you don't question your parents. When they want the money, you give them the money, and whatever they decide to do with the money, basically, they should be able to do that. You don't question them. I love how Asuelu shifted them off of money talk. He did a great job by telling them, let's shift off the money and focus on the holidays. Next, they open gifts. And of course, Tammy lights up and the mama lights up when you gift. They really thought they were receiving something. So Asuelu, he chooses to gift only gifts that I guess he could afford. Because it was like dumb gifts, like whoopee cushions, like stupid stuff that you could just pick up at the Dollar Tree or something. That's what he was gifting everybody. Now, everything was going good until Asuelu gifts Kalani with a baby blanket. She gets frustrated. And I honestly feel like, she could have in that moment just laughed it off and waited until it was, just them to maybe tell him how she didn't appreciate that. But no, she didn't handle it that way. She gets upset, which then opens the door for his mom and for Tammy to chime in. Tammy, you don't want kids, Kalani? Why are you upset? You look upset. And then the mama, I sacrifice. I be a good wife. I give nine kids. I have 9 kids, and I do that for my husband. You have to make him happy. All of that. Like, it was just a lot going on. So Kalani has also, I feel like, been giving Asuelu false hope or confusing him because she's mad that he gave her the baby blanket and expressed his desire to have another baby. But wasn't she just saying that he needs to prove to her that he's able to help her and step up as a father? In like the previous episode when she had him cleaning and taking care of the kids while she was sitting back in the room lighting a candle, petting the dog and laying on her bed. She just told him he needed to prove that he would be able to step up. But now you mad because he's giving you a baby blanket? So I feel like she hasn't obviously made herself clear that we won't be having kids. She's giving this man some hope to feel like it's a possibility that it could happen. Comment down below your thoughts. Now, poor man, I feel like the poor man is so confused, but Asuelu really ought to be out of his mind if he thinks that it would be wise for them to have another baby for Kalani's parents to support. Because that's who would be supporting them plus another baby. Asuelu's mother tells him in front of everyone that if Kalani won't agree with what he says, then he needs to get another wife. Very disrespectful. Like this some crazy, his family is some crazy nuts. I'm telling you, I'm just saying crazy. They are not rolling with it. They're not playing with a full deck. Her and Tammy start their crap, and next thing you know, Asuelu's mother is yelling at Asuelu, telling him to shut up. Kalani regulates, and things get rowdy. She's like, he's my family now, and you won't be talking about him or talking to him in that way and yelling in this house when this is his home. You won't be doing that up in this house. She basically regulates. And again, I'm sitting there like, why is Kalani's mother, this is Kalani's mother's home, and Lo, what's his name, Lo? Yeah, her father's name is Lo. Why aren't they opening their mouths and regulating in their home? They quiet as a church house mouse. We don't even know what the heck going on. They not even putting a camera on the mama for me to see her facial expression and like, why didn't she step up and she seen it getting rowdy and regulate? Kalani had to be the one to step up and regulate. It just was a hot mess. So like I said, Kalani regulates and then things definitely get rowdy. So Asuelu intervenes and basically kind of like tackles Tammy out of the house. It's like as soon as someone tackles her or tries to stop, that's when she really try to act like she's getting ready to do something. But you had all that space and opportunity while you was sitting down if you was about it and you was gonna do something. So I thought it was hilarious when Asuelu put both his mom and Tammy out and then locked the door. But, you know, it just was a hot mess. This episode was a hot mess. I feel like from the very beginning, I don't think that this would have been the turnout had Asuelu just said to Tammy, based off of how you've conducted yourself in the past, I don't think it's best for you to come, but mom is more than welcome to come to the house and spend the holidays with me and Kalani's family and the boys. But no, I'm not confident in the type of energy that you're going to bring. And I would like the holidays to be, special, and I don't want it to be ruined by drama. But he didn't even do that. He allowed that. I think that it's time to wise up, both Kalani and Asuelu. It's time to wise up and see what the situation is. Every time they get together with his in-laws, it never works out. Now, if he wants to continue to deal with his people and go and meet with them, fine. But they would not be allowed into my house. After that, that was a hot mess. That was a hot flipping mess. Definitely ruined the holidays. It definitely went the way that Kalani felt it was going to go, or sensed that it would go. So, like I said, I just don't understand why Kalani's parents didn't regulate and they just was sitting there quiet. And the only time Lo came was like once it really, really started getting right. He was like, what's going on? But it's like, why aren't you in there? Like, why isn't your presence in there? I don't know if maybe he was in there tending and with the kids and making sure the kids were happy, but they were playing, off playing. But, I don't know. It's just that situation. I don't see it getting better. And especially because they're just so disrespectful and entering into someone's home and then telling the son right in front of her and her parents, you just need to get another wife. Please just divorce her and leave her because she doesn't want to do what you say. Hot mess. But I'm very curious to know, my besties, all of your thoughts in that comment section down below. Give this video a big thumbs up, share, subscribe, plus hit that bell so you will be notified on all future uploads coming out in the future from this channel. I appreciate all of your love, your support, positive feedback in the comments in the comment section. I look forward to talking to you in that comment section and also seeing you in the next video. Peace.